kore i ngā manutangi o tātai te pūaotanga o te rā. E koe te tui, e kete te kākā, kūkū te kereru, mō te te ngākau. O ngā kupu tuatahi kia hāpai ki te rangi kia horo tamarino, kia whakapapapau namu te moana, kia tere te kārohi rohi i rungi i te tangata e pai nei i tēnei ata i tēnei rangi. Kia tau hoki ngā manakitanga ki rungi te kiingi e hi koe i rungi ngā tongi kura, hei pupuru ki te ihi tamana te wehi te tapu. Hei tui, hei whakakotahi ngā iwi, huri noa i Aotearoa. Ngā mate i rungi i a koutou i rungi i a mātou whāriki hia i roti te kauhanga nui o tēnei whare te kaunihera o kirikiri roa kia ki ai te kōrero. Hoki atu koutou ki Hawaiki nui, Hawaiki roa, Hawaiki pāmamao, moi mai roti i te ariki. Kia koutou te hāpori, te iti me te rahi kia tātou te mana whenua. Tēnei te mihi atu kia koutou katoa haramai ki te riu o Waikato, haramai ki te kōpū mānia o kirikiri roa, haramai ki tēnei kaupapa. Hei whakarangatira i te manu kāhui hou o kirikiri roa, i ngā kai kauniera hou o kirikiri roa. Tēnei te mihi atu kia koutou ngā whānau, ngā tamariki mokopuna, ko tae mai ki te tautoko i te kaupapa i tēnei ata. Ka nui te aroha te mihi atu kia rātou koutou katoa o te hāpori, tēnei te mihi atu ki te koro matua, i ngā tau, i ngā rā kimori, ānaru, ka nui te mihi atu kia koe, me tai mahi i oti koe mo te taone o kirikiri roa. Tēnei mātou e mihi ana kia koe hoki. Ka nui te aroha kia koe. Nō reira, ka reo e kumeroa i ngā kōrero, nō reira e te atua kaharawa, koro wai tia mātou i rungi te aroha me te tika. Kia kore mātou e kōtiti i rungi i tēnei ao huri, kia pā ngā taonga i heke mai te rangi ki rungi te tangata ara, tēnei kuia ko aroha, i moe ki a māhaki puta mai rangi Mārie, Manaki, Tuarua, koe nei mātou i noi kia koe i rungi te ngō tō mātou kai whakaora, mō ake pai mārine. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Tēnā koutou, kahike.
Kia ora tātou, ko Endeavour te waka, ko te mātua a Māui te mauna, ko te mata te manga, no Araheri a hao, ko Ngāti Pākehā te iwi, ko te tumu whakarori a hao e te koni harirera o Kirikiri Roa, ko Richard Briggs, toko ingoa, tēnā koutou katoa. Hey everyone, morning. I'm Richard Briggs. It's with absolute privilege as the Chief Executive today to invite you to this inaugural Council meeting and a swearing-in ceremony for the newly elected Hamilton City Councillors. Firstly, I want a warm welcome to the elected members and their whānau and friends who have been able to join us to celebrate this special occasion. Councillor Angela O'Leary sends her warmest apologies for not being here today due to sickness, and she will be sworn in at the first Council meeting. I would like to welcome Andrew King, the former Mayor of Hamilton City Council. Welcome Andrew, and his wife Anne. There are a number of other dignitaries and friends of Hamilton City who have been able to attend today. Thank you so much for joining us. We are also joined by our Council Kamātua, Tamei Pakaia, thank you Tamei, Waikato Tainui Ngā Hapu and Matawaka representatives, and also Māngai Māori, thank you for making yourselves available to be part of this day. I would also like to extend an especially warm welcome to the Freedom of City holders that are here today as well, and it's a real privilege that you're able to join us and honour this special day. I'd like to thank one of our neighbouring mayors as well. Have you been inaugurated yet, Alan? So a new mayor with very limited experience as Mayor Alden will be inaugurated next week. Our ceremony today will begin very shortly, and that will be with the installation of the Mayor, the Deputy Mayor and Councillors. Mayor Paula Southgate will be sworn in first, taking the oath and signing her declaration. Then there will be a ceremonial passing of the mayoral chains, followed by the mayor's address. Each elected member then will be called forward individually by our governance manager, Becca Brook, to read their oath, sign the declaration, which will be witnessed by the mayor, and be invited to say a few words. I just had something in my throat. So once all elected members have been sworn in, there'll be the presentation of the core, which will take place following a mihi and a waiata. Following the singing of the national anthem, Tame will then close the ceremony with a karakia. On completion of the ceremony, there will be light refreshments served upstairs in the chamber foyer, and you're all invited to stay and enjoy and congratulate the elected members. Between 1 and 1:30, that'll be the shortest meeting ever, the inaugural council meeting will reconvene in the council chamber to complete the initial matters of business. So now I'd like to invite the new Mayor-elect, Paula Southgate, to come forward to be installed as the Mayor of Hamilton City Council.
I, Paula Southgate, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interests of Hamilton City the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Ko au a Paula Southgate, ko tāku kupu tēnei. Ka tutuki I ahau, ki tāku e pone nei, nā kāwanatanga katoa. Hei painga mō te taone o Kirikiriroa. I runga e te mana kua rero mai I ahau, he mema o te kaunihira o Kirikiriroa. I raro I te ture kawanatanga a rohe, rua manu mā rua, te turi pārongo, huinga o kawa kawanatanga a rohe, ko tahi mano I warau, waru tekau mā whitu, me e tahi atu ture rane.
I hope the pen works. Excellent. I'd like to congratulate you. Welcome to the Mayoralty. Very cool. Before I ask Mayor Paula to say a few words, I'd now like to invite the former Mayor Andrew King with his wife Anne to come forward, as well as Paula's husband Greg to come forward for the ceremonial passing of the mayoral chains.
So I'd just like to say it's been an honour to serve and congratulations to Paula.
I'd now like to invite Mayor Paula to come forward, Mayor Southgate, my apologies, Mayor Southgate to come forward and say a few words.
Tihei Mauriora, e te whare e tūnei, e te kai karakia tēnā koe, e raurangatira mā tēnā koutou katoa. Ka mihi ki a kingi tuheitia, te pōheranga waka, te pōheranga tangata, te arauki nui tonu, pai mārire. Tai nui waka, nā hāpu o Kirikiri roa, mā tā waka, e nā tangata o Kirikiri roa, ko tēnei te mihi aroha kia koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to all the honoured guests here today. The soon-to-be sworn-in councillors, my family and friends, Māngai Māori, thank you for being with us to share in this special occasion. I do feel really and truly humbled being here today. As you all know, having known me for some time, this has been quite some journey. But being Mayor of Hamilton, a city that's well on the way to becoming a truly great city, is a privilege and an honour. And I know it's also a huge responsibility. I follow in the footsteps of 35 previous mayors of Hamilton. I follow in the footsteps of Mayor Andrew King, who is here today, who's passed over to me the mayoral chains. Andrew, you were a dedicated, hard-working mayor who truly loves our city. And on behalf of everyone here today, I want to say thank you. Today I wear some very special mayoral robes. These robes were worn by Hamilton's first woman mayor, Margaret Evans, who is with us here today. Thank you. Welcome, Margaret. The original set of robes, and I won't lie, I've altered them somewhat, slightly, were made in triplicate and gifted to three very strong women. To Margaret, to Dame Ātarangi Kahu, and to Dame Catherine Tizard. The korowai around my shoulders was gifted to the city by Waikato Tainui, woven by Marta McManus, and it is a precious taonga. And given that, it's a privilege to wear these robes, and they feel very special for today. It is fitting to do so, especially at a time when we see the numbers of women around council go from 3 to 6. Rest assured that all the women around this council table are strong women. Like our male colleagues, we share the same vision. We all want what's best for Hamilton. And in my opinion, that's good, because we deserve the very best. We are the heart of the mighty Waikato. We're a thriving, growing city. Strong communities, fabulous public art, champion sports team, innovative businesses, great events. We have all of that and so much more. So we will build on those strengths, but we also all know that we have some challenges ahead, and they're quite complex. We will need to make some hard decisions. We will need to be bold. There will be times when those decisions may be unpopular. And frankly, that's life as a politician. Tough calls do need to be made. But if anybody thinks that I will shy away from those hard decisions, they're wrong. Saying that, the commitments that I made to the community during this campaign stand. This council will be guided by stronger community engagement and more meaningful public participation. We are public servants. It's our job to serve. I believe, and I know many of my colleagues agree, that working alongside and partnering with others is fundamental to our future success. We cannot work in isolation to make the real progress that we need to make. and I will be dedicated to leading a team of councillors who have great passion and purpose, whose role is to meet and exceed the needs and aspirations of our communities. We will also be working, of course, with a talented team of staff, and my commitment to staff is that you will also be listened to and respected, because we know that your job is to help us to make the best decisions that we can for the city. We're all working for the same thing, and that work together starts now. Today, however, it's a nice time to pause and be thankful. There are so many here in this room who have supported me, who have helped me grow as a leader and have kept me real. To my husband, Greg, you have been to more candidate meetings than any non-candidate should ever have to attend, and I apologise for that. But I also thank you because you've been with me every step of the journey and made 99.9% of all the meals at home. But having you alongside me means a great deal. To my trying not to get terribly sentimental at this point because I do have a very soft underbelly at times. So to my daughters, I'm not going to look at them, Hannah and Caitlin, and to my mum Margaret, who've been with me on this journey for 18 years actually as a politician and had my back, supported, and they've paid a price for that sometimes with mum being busy. I thank you. And to the other members of my family, including my lovely stepson Ian, hi Ian, who've been right there beside me for 2 campaigns now, and I thank you all for that. My family is the bedrock of love and support. My widest family is the bedrock of love and support that brings me to this successful position today. See, told you I'm sentimental. It's been quite a journey to get here. I've worked very hard, and I will keep working hard, and I know my colleagues will too. So I stand here today so very, very proud, so humbled to be Mayor of Hamilton. Proud to represent you in your city, proud to stand alongside strong people, all of you who want the very best for Hamilton and the people that live here. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
We will now call forward each elected member in order as outlined in your program. Mayor Southgate, could you please come forward to be the witness? We will begin with Deputy Mayor Jeff Taylor.
Just before Deputy Mayor Jeff does do his declaration, can I just take this moment to acknowledge Councillor Angela O'Leary. I spoke to her yesterday and the day before, and she sounds dreadful. She's really been struck down by that very worst flu that's going around. And I want to acknowledge her here today in this space, wish her a speedy recovery, and I know she'll be somewhat disappointed not to have been able to participate today, but we're thinking of her. Sorry, Jeff.
I, Jeffrey Peter Taylor, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interest of Hamilton City the powers, authority and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Shaking. Thanks, Will. microphone a bit, I'm not sure. Look, thank you everyone, I'll be brief. Thank you everyone so much for being here to share this special day with us. A special thanks to my wonderful wife, Julie, for her love and support. I often think politics is pretty tough on the spouse or the partner. We go into this seeking public office knowing what to expect, knowing the things that go with it, and accepting it and making that decision. Our partners don't get to make that choice. They have to come along for the ride, and yet we depend on them for their support. So thank you so much, Julie, and thank you for coming on another 3-year journey with me. I also want to thank my gorgeous daughters, Emily and Isabel, who are over there filming me as we speak. Guys, thanks so much for your support. Thanks for keeping me smiling and laughing and not taking myself too seriously. Thank you for your love. I want to thank our extended family, Julie's parents, Mike and Joe Horton, who are here, my parents who are in Papamoa today, and all our family and all our friends who helped so much during this campaign once again. I want to pay tribute to Andrew. Andrew, it was a privilege to serve under you for 3 years. The council that you led achieved some big things for Hamilton. I think of Peacock, I think of the Community Lands Trust, I think of the massive infrastructure program that we have set in place for the next 10 years to deal with our future growth. Those decisions will serve Hamilton really well in the next few decades, and I hope you're proud of the role that you played. Paula, congratulations on your mayoralty. I thought it showed real courage and dedication after the tough result 3 years ago to come back and fight and do it all again. And I thought you campaigned with class and poise. Congratulations. To the councillors, the battle-scarred ones who've come back for another term after the election, well done, guys. Great to be sitting with you again. And a special welcome to the new councillors. I think the voters of Hamilton, in their wisdom, have elected a council which is progressive, which is energetic, and which is packed full of talent. And I'm absolutely excited about working with you all to deliver the best things for Hamilton. Thank you.
I now call forward Councillor Bunting. Thank you.
Ko o Mark William Donald Bunting, ko tōku kupu tēnei, ka tuki kia hau, kia taku e pono nei, no kāwanga, ka hoa, he paenga mō te taone o Kirikiriroa. I runga i te mana kua riru mai i ahau, he mema te kaunihira o Kirikiriroa i raro i te ture ka wanatanga a rohe, rua mono maharua, te ture pārongo, hui o kawa, ka wanatanga a rohe, ko te hea mone, a mono, iha rau, wārau, teka mau whitu, me e tahu atu ture rānei. I, Mark William Donald Bunting, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interest of Hamilton City the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002 and the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act. You ready? You ready? Okay.
Is it?
Is it? Years of practice.
Yeah. Looking good in your pink.
Kia ora tātou, special guests, previous Mayor Andrew. I just want to tell a very quick story about Andrew. It was the day of the election, and it was probably the hardest day of Andrew's life. And my beautiful son Max, who's here today, was very upset that Andrew had lost his job because he'd grown very fond of Andrew. And anyone knows Andrew knows that Andrew was great with kids. And Andrew always treated Max with great respect and a great deal of fun. So naturally Max was very upset. So I rang Andrew later in the day to console him and see how he was feeling. And I told him about Max, how he was upset. He said, "I'll put him on." And he spent 10 minutes on the phone to Max, making Max feel better. And I thought, wow, the hardest day of your life, and here you are consoling my son. So it shows what class you are, Andrew, and thank you very much. You know, I noticed. And if I can live up to that, I'll be doing you proud. So thank you. So 3 years ago, I stood here completely blown away by the occasion, filled with pride, filled with ambition, filled with energy, and with absolutely no idea what I was doing. Today it's different. I know what I'm doing now. But more importantly, I know why we do this. To Kesh, Sarah, and Maxine, welcome to the team. I'm really excited about the raw energy you'll bring and the new energy you'll bring to this group. There will be times that nothing will make sense to you, nothing at all. The machine will seem too big, someone's beaten you up in social media, and you just need an ear or a shoulder. Use mine. My desire this term is to be as kind and strong and supportive to you as the older councillors were with me last term, in particular Dave, Martin, and former Mayor Andrew. My hope is that I can lend you the same friendship and trusted advice in the tough times as my dear friends Jeff and Ryan have lent to me in the last term. My intention is to say great and lovely things about you in the community with true pride, just as Paula did for me last term, I heard. But my greatest desire is to laugh with you, to have a truckload of fun, and to earn your friendship and respect. To Mayor Paula, I'm very much looking forward to working with you, supporting you and surprising you. And let's not sugarcoat it, annoying you with my enthusiasm, kind of like how we've always done it as friends. But you're the mayor now, and that comes with my 100% support and respect. We will all go through a heck of a lot together. And we will be pillarised, we'll be mocked, we'll be blamed, we'll be chastised, we'll be abused and unfairly criticised in public. But I make you all this standing offer. I offer to stand beside you, or behind you rather, when you need my support. I offer to stand beside you when you need my friendship. And I offer to stand in front of you when you need my protection. We all stand together, and I'm extremely proud to stand with this great team. My goal this term is to disagree without being disagreeable, to win arguments without proving my opponents wrong, and to swing in behind and give energy to the ideas that are better than mine. I'm very excited about the new responsibility I've been trusted with. Lance, we're going to have a lot of fun. It's a challenge, and I'll rise to it. To my dear friend Phil, who has been a fantastic support, a fantastic mate in so many ways, helping me get here today, thank you, mate. My beautiful daughters Penny and Daisy, I love you both, and I'm sad you can't be here today. To the most beautiful and brilliant woman in this room and any room ever, Karen, my best friend, supporter, and muse, I love you, always and always. And to the two great men in my life, who sadly will never meet each other, my dad and my son Max. Every day I have and I will continue to work to make these two men extremely proud. They have been and they will be great men, and I hope I serve you well. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
I now invite forward Margaret Forsyth to forward.
Thank you. Ko au a Margaret Forsyth, ko tāku kupu tēnei. Ka tuki ia hau, ka tūtuki ia hau, ki tāku I pono nei, ngā kāwena katoa. He paenga mō te taonga o Kirikiriroa, I runga I te mana, Kua riro mai i a hau, hei mema o te kaunihera o Kirikiriroa i raro i te ture kāwanatanga ārohe rua mana mārua, te ture pāronga huinga o kawa, kāwanatanga ārohe kōtaki mano i warau, waru te kau mā whetu, me ētahi atu ture rānei. I, Margaret Henry Forsyth, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interest of Hamilton City the powers, authorities, and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Now, do I do the official part now? Yeah, so. Thank you. I just have prepared a few notes. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge those dear to me and new friends that have really helped me along the way. So tēnā koutou katoa. When I left this building 3 years ago, I didn't really think I'd be back. But today I actually feel a little bit like a homing pigeon. I spent the last 3 years broadening my personal and professional development, and now I'm even more enthusiastic and better equipped to step back into the role of a Hamilton City Councillor. I know there's more to be done for our beautiful, family-friendly, blossoming city. And I'm very thankful and proud to be a member of a new team that will continue to shape Hamilton. So I would like to take this opportunity to publicly thank another team, and that's my little team. The people that helped me, encouraged me, and had my back when I wasn't pulling my weight at home. So firstly, I'd like to say thank you to my family, to my whānau, especially to my husband, my rock Brian, for helping me with just about everything. From saying those words, so why don't you run for council? To getting up before dawn, to do the election sign circuit in all weathers, to keeping the home fires burning while I was out night after night. To my sons Thomas and Jonathan for their social media and website expertise. And you know, that featured a lot of constructive feedback. Sometimes not always taken the right way. To my parents, Gary and Vera, who are here this morning, thank you for coming, Mum and Dad. And thank you for your unfaltering support and encouragement. To my brother, Gary, in Seoul, Korea, and his sister-in-law, Natalie, for their helpful policy research. Thank you to my friends who I leaned on to support my social media campaign. Tēnā koe tia. To the new friends that I've met while out campaigning, thank you for your fences, thank you for your cups of tea and afternoon tea. Thank you for sharing your stories. Thank you for your time. Thank you for supporting me. Know that when I sit at the council table, I take you all with me. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Thank you, Margaret. I now invite forward Councillor Martin Gallagher.
I, Martin Owen Gallagher, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interest of Hamilton City the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. I first of all obviously acknowledged our esteemed elders and also our very important partners, and I'm very delighted to speak in the presence of our Maunga Māori representatives, and fingers crossed I hope a number of you will be back in this new term, subject to the appropriate decision processes. I acknowledge our Freedom of the City holders present, and obviously former Mayor Margaret Evans and my old colleague Pippa and Bossy, and also I acknowledge the new Mayor, is it, of Waikato, Mayor-elect. I first of all want to, and I was a bit worried because apparently I was told you only had a minute. And I thought, well, I thought standing orders apply at least 5 minutes, but apparently my previous speakers have more than exceeded their minutes, so I'll take that. Yes, Deputy Mayor. Yes, indeed. First of all, it's very appropriate that I want to extend a very, very warm congratulations to our new Mayor, Paula Southgate, who has a very, very long history of serving this city and region in a number of leadership roles. I also want to warmly congratulate Jeff Taylor, my good friend, on his new role as Deputy Mayor, and I'm very convinced that you and Paul will make a very, very good team for the city, and all the best. And I think we should give them both a clap. I want to also pay tribute to our former Mayor Andrew and Mrs King as well, who's with him. They have both served the city with integrity, passion, and an unwavering strength to do what is right. And it's a personal view, but I strongly believe that Andrew did all the things that needed to be done, and I do sincerely believe that history will reflect on your achievements in a very, very positive way. And then obviously, I first met Andrew, as I said, many years ago when he was my mum and dad's office boy. He's done pretty well since then. I wished I'd taken some of his business advice, which I didn't, sadly. But all I'm saying was a very, very personal privilege to work with you. A number of other councillors, of course, have paid tribute to their family, and I certainly do pay tribute particularly to my spouse, Gillian. And as Margaret and Pippa will tell you, there's always been the debate in my family that Gillian actually should have been the one that went into politics. Yes, Jane is nodding, rather than myself. But, you know, I am deeply, deeply indebted to Gillian and my family. But I also want to pay tribute to all the helpers in my particular campaign, but all the helpers who are here present today who were backing different candidates and participating in the election. We, as candidates, get the reward if we get elected. For you, this is the volunteer of love and kindness and ultimately passion for your city. And I want to honour the many people in this room who have been so involved in the recent exercise of democracy in our local elections. Thank you so much. Give yourselves all a clap if I may. Without further ado, it is an absolute privilege and honour to be back and to serve the city as a member of the City Council. Thank you so much. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Thank you, Martin. I now invite Councillor Ryan Hamilton forward.
Good morning. I, Ryan Hamilton, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interest of Hamilton City the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Good old Lagoima, eh? We all love that. Ngā mihi nui kia tātou, mā taku nākau aroha, taku nākau manaki me, taku nākau iti ahau e tohu tohu. Mā tēnei ahau e arahina e roto e te whakakaro kotahi. Good morning, everybody. I take this role graciously and with passion and great respect and a real sense of stewardship, and I look forward to progressing with collaboration. Congratulations to my fellow elected members. It's great to have you all here, and also congratulations to your families, because they're very much on the journey with you, as you all know. Just a tribute to Andrew. I've enjoyed your leadership and mentorship, and I was passing your office the other day on the 9th floor, and I sort of missed the, Ryan, you've got a set, come in here. And frantically working on some mission and on his phone and doing things so passionately and aggressively. So I wish you well with all your future endeavours, and Anne, you'll be pleased to have your husband back, or at least in the short term. I acknowledge Paula. Certainly you're an example, Paula, of collaboration, and we've already seen that as you work to place us all in our key roles, and certainly an example of resilient leadership when we look at your journey over the last few years. So I acknowledge you and look forward to working with you and your leadership. Thank you to you all here, the wider audience, supporters from the public and community. Thank you to staff, some of you here, some of them probably watching via media, links and things, helping our YouTube subscription grow. I've met a lot of staff in the last 18 months and have a real respect for the work they do behind the scenes, and certainly there's a huge amount of passion they have, and look forward to meeting more of them, ably led by Richard and his senior leadership team. To my family, my wife and children, who now live a life where unusual is business as usual, and acknowledge my wife here today. It's not the first rodeo she's been on with me, probably not the last. My children, who just continue to serve, my mum and sister are here today. I thought I had a reasonable social media platform, but it wasn't good enough according to my mum, because according to Facebook's algorithm, she's still the #1 fan, and she said I need to work on that. I look forward to my new roles and working with you all as we strive towards progressing our joint aspirations for the city. Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan. I now invite Councillor Dave McPherson.
I, David Grant McPherson, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of Hamilton City the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002 and the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987 or any other act. Kia ora koutou katoa. I want to start by thanking my partner Jane, who's somewhere in the audience, though I have heard that she said behind my back that she's very pleased I was elected because it gets me out of the house again for another 3 years. Jane, where are you? Yeah, she's nodding. Unlike Martin, I will try and keep to a minute though. I do want to acknowledge some of my old colleagues, Peter and Pippa and Mavora there, and if anyone else, I'm sorry if I've missed, and to Mayor of Waikato District, Alan, who I'm sure we'll be working closely with over the next 3 years, and to former Mayor Margaret as well, thank you, and to all my friends and colleagues and people I've met in the campaign, like Louise down the back there in the West Ward campaign, got to know a lot of people well during the campaign. I want to especially thank Andrew, like others have, for your work and support and encouragement and complaints about things that you mentioned yesterday not having already happened by the next day. You certainly kept us on our toes. I also want to congratulate you, Paula. I've followed your career for all of its 18 years. I remember when you first got elected to the Regional Council, so well done. I also particularly want to acknowledge staff in this organisation who do get a lot of brickbats from people in the community and sometimes from councillors. I particularly want to thank those who actually laughed at my jokes that I made during meetings. Eva Lisa's number 1 and Richard's number 2 in that respect, but all of you were quite good at that by the end. So I do appreciate the humour that comes with the hard work as well from all of you. Thanks very much. I'm sure we're going to have another good 3 years.
Thanks, Dave. I now invite Keshri Naidu-Ralph up. Thank you.
I, Keshri Naidu-Ralph, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform, in the best interest of Hamilton City, the powers, authorities, and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act.
She looked beautiful today.
Kia ora, vanakkam, namaste, assalamu alaikum, and good morning to you all. I am honored to be in this moment. My forefathers, my family, my future family, this is an historic moment for us. There are a few people I'd like to thank. First, all the individuals and groups who have supported and encouraged candidates, hosting candidate meetings throughout the campaigning period. There are many. A few that come to mind, like YWCA, Kelly Pike, Nancy Cager, and Sasha Coburn. Second, to every person who gave me their time, met me, answered my questions, including other candidates and ex-councillors. There were many, so thank you for your time. My work family, who have supported me during a very busy and time-consuming campaign and held on the fort, thank you. To my mentor, Mr. Peter Boss, who offers continued guidance, I'm so thankful that you found me and grateful for your ongoing support and wisdom. Thank you so much. To my family, my parents, my siblings, my in-laws, most of you here today, thank you for being my biggest cheerleaders, for encouraging me and believing in me. I hate to break it to you, but all that babysitting during the campaign, it was just the start. Thank you for always being there for my little family. Finally, to my husband, Shazil, our little boy, Zayden, you are my life. Your unwavering support has brought us to this point. This new chapter will bring more challenges and opportunities, and I have full faith that we will get through it all together. I want my son, our children, to grow up in a safe, sustainable, livable, inclusive, and strong city. That's my focus. and I will do my very best with my new team to make that happen. There's a steep learning curve ahead, but I'm ready to listen, to learn, and to lead. Thank you.
Thanks, Kish. I now invite Councillor Rob Pesco.
Morena, I, Robert Wayne Pascoe, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interests of Hamilton City the powers, authorities and duties vested in or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Tēnā koutou katoa. Look, I'm honoured and indeed humbled by Hamilton residents who have re-elected me for this, my third term. Many people helped me in my re-election campaign, and I am truly grateful for their help and expertise. In particular, thanks to my wife Trish, our daughters Sarah, Susan and Laura, sons-in-laws, and all 5 grandchildren who are here today for their help in the signage, banging signs in around the city and delivering leaflets. Like the earlier candidates, I'd also like to thank and congratulate Andrew for the successes that were achieved in the last term and welcome Paula, our new mayor. I'm very excited about the makeup of our new council and that it will work in a collaborative way to get amazing outcomes for this great city. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. I now invite Sarah Thompson forward. Thank you.
I, Sarah Lorraine Thompson, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best skill and judgment, execute and perform in the best interest of Hamilton City the powers and authorities and duties vested in and imposed upon me as a member of Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Kia ora koutou katoa. It is a huge honour to be here today, and it's both exciting to have one of the best jobs in the world, to be working and serving the people of Hamilton and working for the well-being of the people of Hamilton. It's also a huge responsibility, and I come to this job with, I guess, a little bit of trepidation, but also a lot of hope, and we've got a great team to be working with. We have people who have the well-being of people of Hamilton at the heart of what they do, and a positive vision for the city. I just want to thank a couple of people. There's so many people who have provided support along the way, but 2 individuals, my mum first. She's never really been into politics, but I dragged her into it. And for the last 4 months, she's been out with me almost every weekend, putting up the signs, out with me. She even had to push me out the door a few times when, when things got tough. There's lots of ups and downs along the way. And I think my favourite moment was when there was an article in the paper which said, you know, it's really tough as a new person to break into council. You even need the old councillors to resign, retire or die. And luckily that didn't happen. But not my quote. But, you know, she was standing there thinking, and turned around to me and said, "Oh, I think the system's broken." So, you know, we're here to change that. We're here to make politics work for the people, and I'm really excited about that. The other person I just want to thank is my husband, who I guess life with me has never been normal, and probably never will be, but you're a huge source of strength. And thank you for always being there, supportive, and always being ready to go on the journey with me. Kia ora. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. I now invite Councillor Ewan Wilson forward.
Very good morning. I, Ewan Angus Duncan Wilson, declare that I will faithfully and impartially, and according to the best of my skill and judgment, execute and perform duties vested in me and imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act of 2002, the Local Government and Official Information and Meetings Act of 1987, or any other act. It's always very hard to ask a politician to speak very briefly, but I will try to do that. Can I first start by paying my respect to the former Mayor Andrew King and his lovely wife Anne. As Martin has said, I think history will show your term as being one of the most inspirational in history. And you come in via the vote and you go out by the vote, and sometimes that can be pretty harsh, but my huge respect. I'd also like to acknowledge Freedom of the City holders Sir William and John Gallagher. It's always really good to see you. And of course, Mayor of Waikato, Alan, nice to see you here, and congratulations for another ongoing term. And some very good friends, Peter Boss and Pippa Mahood. I can't ever think of my time in the council in the past without acknowledging some fun times and some challenging times in the past. Look, whether it's your first time or your fifth time as an elected member, it is incredibly humbling. And I am just terribly excited to be back for my fifth term. I've spent the last 3 years overseas and upskilling, and I'm excited at the prospect of working with this new and diverse and energised council, and I hope to be able to play my role as part of that team. Look, I'd like to thank a number of people. In fact, I'd like to thank all of you, because as friends, loved ones of local body politicians, you come along on this journey and you are often the strength behind the individual. And I know some of you will have walked in flyers, some of you would have been the strategic team behind the individuals we have here. And I think you deserve a round of applause, and you deserve our heartfelt thanks for all that wonderful work. So thank you. I have to thank my best friend, my wife, Monique. She can't be with me today. She is currently in Ottawa, Canada. with my daughter Samantha. And my other daughter in London, Emily, can't be here either. They have been a great strength to me during the last 8 or 9 weeks of the campaign. One of the advantages of Emily being in London is I could go to bed on an evening and send her an email saying, look, I need a new ad, and in the morning it would miraculously appear. And so my London office worked very well for me. Look, I also want to say thank you very much and acknowledge Louise Hutt. I think Louise is in the audience today. Louise is a name you'll probably hear again, and somebody who I had the pleasure of meeting during this campaign. And I stand here in front of you today thanks to 80 votes. So those 80 voters, thank you very much. Them and the other 5,900, I sincerely thank you. But Louise, you ran a superb campaign. My admiration and respect. And I look forward to seeing you again over the next 3 years as I have a feeling you'll be involved in a number of things, and I look forward to running against you in 3 years' time, assuming I haven't passed away in office, Sarah. I would love to also just very quickly acknowledge my brother-in-law and Sarah today. My sister Morag couldn't make it and my sister Shona couldn't make it. But Sarah and Tim, thank you. Your love and support is always really appreciated. Sarah, thank you for walking all those streets, putting letters in people's mailboxes. Tim, thank you for your time. It is absolutely appreciated. To my long and good friend, Martin, great to be working with you again. You have been a mentor of mine over the last 4 elected terms, and I look forward to continuing to learn from you. Jeff Taylor, my fellow author, it will be fun to work with you. Paula, congratulations on your victory. I look forward to working with you all, and again, thank you.
Thanks, Ewan. I now invite Maxine Van Oosten forward.
I, Maxine Joy Van Oosten, declare that I will faithfully and impartially and according to the best of my skill and judgment execute and perform in the best interest of Hamilton City the powers, authorities and duties vested in me or imposed upon me as a member of the Hamilton City Council by virtue of the Local Government Act 2002, the Local Government Official Information and Meetings Act 1987, or any other act. Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa, ko Maxine Van Oosten Takawingawa. I'm standing here proud and humbled. That's because the confidence of the Hamilton East residents have led me here. I am also very proud that the change that Hamilton electors wanted means that there are double the women sitting in our council. I honour the brave women who have set that path in place and footsteps that I can follow in. I know that our city has a bright and exciting future, and I'm more than happy to take up the responsibilities that puts on my shoulders. I look out and I see my family. Kia ora. my friends, and my new colleagues here that are able to help me with that responsibility and the weight of that. And I am grateful for that. I will need your help. There's a lot for me to learn and for me to come to terms with. So I'm happy and delighted that my friend Paula Southgate holds the chains for the city and is able to lead us into our bright future. Nā ku te roro, no te roro, ka ora e tā iwi. With your basket and with my basket, the people are sustained. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, kia ora tātou katoa.
Tira mai ngā iwi, oue, tātou, tātou e. Tira mai ngā iwi, oue, tātou, tātou e. Pai a te mārangatanga, me te aroha e ngā iwi, ke ako tāmatahi, ke ako tahira, tātou, tātou e. Tātou, tātou, no hiu a torupa, ki sauehi. Councillor.
Thank you. That completes the installation of our Mayor and Councillors. I now invite Mayor Southgate forward for the presentation of the call.
The name of the call is Koko Ia, Ia Ara. Koko Ia Ara means to clear a pathway for development. The call, we hope, would be used to begin new developments within the city. It was made by Inga Tewiata Jr. For this occasion. Tēnā koe, tēnā. Tuiai runga, tuiai raro, tuiai roto, tuiai wa. Tuiai te runga tangata kua, rongo te ao kua, kua rongo te pō. Turu awhiti whakamaua ki a tīna. Tīna. E ai ki e. E tu tautoko kaha i ngā timataranga kore. Ko te wehi kia i hua ko te timataranga te whakaoronui. Koe anō hoki te timataranga te whakamutunga ngā mea katoa, ka puta kawa. Ako hona re hoki kāti, kia ki ngitu heitea noho mai nā i runga i te taumata tapu. Wana tupuna tana whaia te atairangi kā. Nire hau pai mai. Ta whare tū nei o ta papa e tago. Kia tātou te tangata e pai nei, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Ka huri aku mihi kia ki te manu kāhui. Koutou rā ngā kai whakarite o te kaunihera o Kirikiriroa. Nau mai, whakatau mai rā. E mea pōra, nau mai rā ki tō taumata. E taumata nunui, e roto i tō tāone o Kirikiriroa. Kei konei mātou ngā mana whenua i te tautoko mai i Apo. I roto i mō mahi, hei painga mō te iwi. E nei nā, tā mātou hara mai i tēnei ata. Te tautoko i tēnei kaupapa, ia whakarite nei ngā nema hou o te kaunihera, āmihi atu kia koutou. Ngā kanohi tawhito hoki, e ngā mō hoki koutou. Kare kume roto kore. O te mea nui, wa tā mai rā katoa tātou, ngā kanohi hou o te kaunihera o mua, Margaret, koutou rā, ngā mihi atu kia koutou. Tautoko kaha i tēnei rā, mō te kaunihera o Kirikiriroa. Whakahaere tia i ngā mahi o roto i tō tātou tāone hei painga mō tātou katoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Whakatarani ake i tā kua te runga wish you all the best for the future. Mea Paula, we look forward to working with you over the next 3 years and wish you all the best and your new council for the betterment of our city. Tēnā koe, tēnā koutou, kia ora mai mō tātou katoa.
Please stand for the singing of the New Zealand National Anthem.
toru ngā tāonga kei roto I te kapu o taku ringa. There are 3 treasures in the palm of my hand. E ua ho mai tau ka whā kopi katoa e au. To that prophet Ua Haumeni, could we please use your taonga, and I will close the palm of my hand and have 4 taonga. That is a quotation for diversity. So in a diverse world we live in, I'd like to call on one of those taonga in that basket, our minister, to close with the karakia. Tēnā koutou.
Kia ora tātou. Ka inoi tātou, let us pray. Grant, O God, that we in the city may never lose the way through our self-will and so end up in far countries of the Spirit. May we never abandon the struggle, but may we endure to the end. May we never drop out of the race, but may we ever press forward to the goal of our high calling. May we never choose the cheap and passing things and let go of the things that are truly taonga that last forever. May we never take the easy way and so leave the right way. May we never forget that hard work is the price of all things. So keep us and strengthen us by your grace, so that no disobedience and no weakness and no failure may stop us from entering into that place which awaits those who are faithful in all the changes and chances of life. Amen.
Kia ora everyone. That ends our ceremony, so I'd like to thank everyone for their support. You can sit for the time being rather than stand. I'd like to thank everyone for their support. I want to encourage everyone to take the opportunity. We do have some refreshments upstairs. It's up the stairs there in the foyer outside the chambers. And I'd like to invite the Mayor to lead her elected members and the official party out, then you can follow after that. So, Mayor Southgate, you lead the way.
Tēnā tātou katoa.
Waiting for the music. Oh, we were. Okay. I didn't hear that.
You did exceptionally well. Under pressure. We belted out.